Hello, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are healthy and doing well. So, students, I'm your EVS educator, and again, I'm here with a new chapter. Today, we have chapter number 3, Nature Trail. So, when we say nature trail, so we have to focus on our nature. So, as you see in your nature, you have so many plants, so many animals, and those are such a beautiful creatures we have in our surroundings. So in today's class, we are going to discuss in detail about these. So let's get started. Nature Trail, exploring the wonders of the forest. Here you ever watch a banyan tree with its hanging roots reaching the ground, or a brightly colored bird diving into a water to catch a fish? Have you seen a spider carefully weaving its web, or butterflies dancing around a flower? Nature is full of surprises and magical sights. It is home to many plants and animals, each with its own unique way of living and helping the environment. This trail is an exciting way to learn more about the forest and its life. A group of students went on a nature trail to Panchamari in Madhya Pradesh. As they entered the forest, they were filled with excitement to see tall trees, chirping birds, and the rich greenery are all around. A forest expert welcomed them and promised to guide them through a forest express a forest expert welcomed them and promised to guide them through the wonders of nature. The children hoped to see monkeys, deer, snakes, eagles, and maybe even a tiger. Before starting, they were reminded to respect nature and not harm any plants or animals. Rules like not feeding animals, not throwing garbage, and not damaging plants are important for keeping the forest safe and clean. Following these simple steps helps protect the homes of many living beings and teaches us to be kind to our nature. So when we say nature, it is a kind of a word we have in our life which give us soothness, right? And by hearing the birds chirping, while seeing these greenery trees, it will help us to get ourselves in our nature and will help us to stay away from the tensions we have and stress we have, anxiety we have from our surrounding day to daily routines, right? So while you seeing this, what we have to do while those students which we have to visit for the trail, Panchamari in Madhya Pradesh, so they enter into the forest, so they see so much greenery, right? So while you see, it is a scientific fact that while you see green color more, so it will soothe your eyes. So while you're seeing so much greenery in front of you, so you will soothe your eyes, you hearing the birds chirping, and it is an amazing moment for them. And after, when the forest expert will come, they guide them, then you have to follow some rules to show your respect towards animals and forest. And what are those rules? That you have to keep in your mind that you have to not feeding any animal, you don't need to throw garbage, and not damaging any kind of plant, and by doing that you can save and clean your forest. Now students, do's and don'ts in a forest which we have to keep in mind if we are visiting in a trip like this. So first, be careful and alert in a new place. Follow your guide or teacher's instructions. Walk quietly and observe animals from a distance. Stay on marked paths and trails. Carry a water bottle and wear comfortable clothes. So always keep in mind when you are in a new place. Just not because for this forest trail, if you are anywhere, so you have to careful, right? You have to show some extra care there. Further, you have to always keep in mind that you have to take instructions of your elders. It could be your guide, it could be your teacher, it could be your parents. Further, you have to understand that you have to don't run in a hurry. You have to walk quietly and you have to observe each and everything. You have to wear comfortable clothes and you have your water bottle as well. Further, these are the do's we have to do, but what are those things which we have to not repeat and we don't have to what are the don'ts we have which we have to stay away ourselves. Do not tease or disturb animals. Do not feed wild animals. Do not pluck flowers or harm trees. Do not bring pets, firearms, or any weapons. Do not carry or throw polythene bags. Do not damage signboards, benches, or other forest property. Do not shout or make loud noises. Do not litter. Always use a dustbin or carry your waste bag. So what you have to keep in mind that you are visiting someone else's home, so you have to show respect towards the home. So you don't need to make yourself allowed. You don't need to throw your garbage on the forest, and you don't need to throw your polythene bags. Always you have to keep in mind that you do not need to feed any kind of wild elements, because it will become dangerous for you as well. You don't need to carry your harmful objects like firearms and other things as well. So these are the things you have to keep in mind for the don'ts. Further, what you have to remember, these rules are help protect nature and keep the forest safe and everyone, plants, animals and visitors. By following these rules, you can make yourself protected, you can make your forest protected and animals as well. Some common animals and birds found in a forest. So we are going to discuss about those animals which is found in a forest. First of all, we discuss about the animals, right? So tiger, sharp teeth and claws for hunting, deer, strong legs for fast running, elephant, long trunk for picking up food and water, monkey, long tail for balance while climbing trees, snake, slithers silently on the ground, leopard, spotted body for camouflage, beard, thick fur for cold weather, wild boar. Wild boar, strong snout for digging the ground, Indian giant squirrel, bushy tail for balance and gliding, bison, strong body and horns for protection. So these are the animals we have which we found in a forest, and these are the pictures we have. As you seen in picture, you can easily imagine their characteristics as it suggests for the elephant. So they have a big trunk. With the help of this, he can eat their food, he can also drink water. When we say monkey, when we say snake, leopard, so they have their own characteristics, and with the help of those characteristics, they can easily live in a forest according to their adaptations. Further, we have to discuss about the birds. So, birds in a forest. Eagle, sharp eyesight to spot prey from high above. Peacock, bright feathers for attracting mates. Parrot, strong covered beak for cracking nuts and seeds. Owl can see well at night. Woodpecker, sharp beak for packing wood. Hornbill, large curved beak for eating fruits. Kingfisher, long beak to catch fish. Cuckoo, sweet, melodious voice. Egret, long legs for wading in water while catching in insects and fish. Sparrow, small beak for picking seeds and grains. Again, we have birds, and these are the pictures we have for the different birds, and according to their characteristics they can live easily in a forest, and their characteristics help them to live it safely and comfortably. Further, footprints of animals. Now we are going to discuss about the footprints of animals. So have you ever have a pet in your home? So you can see the pet footprints, and it is a great thing, an amazing thing, I can say. You love to do this if you are a animal lover. So animals leave footprints as they walk on foot ground like mud or sand. These marks help us identify which animal has passed by. Each animal leaves a different footprint. For example, a tiger has a large round paw prints with claw marks, while a deer has two pointed hoof marks. Observing footprints helps forest officers and nature lovers track animals safely without disturbing them. So, according to their foot size, they have their footprints. When we are talking about the lion, so they have a big footprint. When we are talking about the dog, so it is a kind of a cute footprint we have. This is the footprint of chick, and this is the footprint of deer. And by observing their footprint, we can identify which kind of animal it is. Next, we have parts of a bird's body. So now we are going to discuss about the parts of a bird's body. So here we have, birds are special animals with feathers, wings and beak. They have light bones which help them to fly. Most birds can fly, but some like ostriches and penguins cannot. A bird's body has the following main parts. So now we are going to discuss about the body parts of the bird. First of all, we have beak. Birds use their beaks to eat, build nests, and feed their babies. So because they have feathers, so they do not have hands. So how can they eat? So with the help of their beak, they can eat, they can make their nest as well. Head, it has the eyes, beak, and ears. So we also have head. The birds also have their head too. And on the head, they have their eyes, beak, and ears. Next, we have neck. Next, we have neck helps the bird move its head in different directions. So with the help of our neck, we can also make our rotation, right? So simply neck also help birds to rotate their heads. Wings. Wings help birds to fly. So with the help of the birds, they can easily fly. Further, feathers. Feathers keep the bird warm and help it fly. So for like us, they cannot wear winter clothes. So with the help of their feathers, they can make themselves warm in the winter season. Further tail. The tail helps birds to change direction while flying. Legs and claws. Birds use their legs and claws to walk, perch and catch food. Further, bird feathers. So now we are going to discuss about the first feather in detail because each and every bird have different feathers, and according to that, we have different features also, right? Birds have feathers all over their body. Feathers keep them warm and help them to fly. Some feathers are soft and fluffy, others are strong and smooth. Feathers also give birds their beautiful colors and patterns. There are different types of feathers. We have first of all flight feathers. So as we say, flight means which help them to fly. So help birds fly. Body feathers cover the bird's body and keep it warm. So when we say body feathers, so all feathers are present on the body of the bird, right? And it will give the warmness. Further, tail feathers help birds stir while flying. Birds take care of their feathers clean and neat by arranging them. This is called preening. So they can also remove their birds and that time when they want to clean and neat by arranging them. So that process is referred as the preening process. Now, how do birds fly? Now we have investigation part and we have to identify how these birds can fly. So, all of you, are you ready? Let's start your investigation here. And all we are right now detectives. We have to identify this, how they can fly. So, we and you can also fly. Okay. So, birds fly using their wings. Oh shit, man. We don't have wings. So, we cannot fly. So, the first difference, you cannot fly or birds can fly. You can understand, right? Further, their wings are strong and shaped to lift them into the air. They flap their wings to move up and forward. Their light bones and feathers help them stay in the air. The tail helps them balance and change direction. So when they flap means like this. So they are flapping like this to move themselves forward, forward, backward, upward, downward. And with the help of their tail, this tail, with the help of their tail, they can manage their direction where they have to move forward. So students, don't get sad because this is the because you can talk, you have hands, so you have legs. So similarly, birds also have feathers or wings to fly away. Now, flightless birds. We also have those kinds of birds who cannot fly. For example, some birds cannot fly. They are called flightless birds. These birds have wings, but they are not strong enough for flying. They usually walk or run on land and may swim. So some kind of birds like us also, they have wings, but they cannot use them because they are not that much strong, so they can fly in the air. Now examples of flight-like birds because they have a heavy weight. To fly in the air, we need a light-weighted body. And these birds have a heavy body. So ostrich, emu, rhea, cassowary, kiwi, penguin are the examples we have for the flightless birds. Next, we have beaks of birds. So now we are going to discuss about the beaks of the bird, basically the mouth, right? Birds do not have teeth. They use their beaks to eat, drink, build nests, and protect themselves just like we use different tools. Birds use their beaks to eat, tear, and crush, drink, or pick food in different ways. Different birds have different types of beaks depending on their food and lifestyle. Here are types with example. So as you have different hands, I have different hands. Similarly, birds also have different beaks, and according to their beak size, according to their beak, they have to perform different functions. And as we have our hands to build something, to drink something, right, with the help of, we cannot directly drink. Now first we have to hold the glass and then we are going to drink. But in beak, they are doing a lot of things with the help of the beak only, right? So here we have some kind of example or some kind of types of the beaks. The first, short hard beak. So short means short in size and which is very hard. For eating seed, example, sparrow, finch, and pigeon. Further, we have curved beak for cracking nuts and fruits. Example, parrot, mako, cockatoo. Sharp pointed beak for packing wood. Examples, woodpecker, hoopoe. Flat broad beak for filtering food from water. Example, duck and swan. Strong hooked beak for the trailing mate. Examples, eagle, vulture, hawk. So here we understand that according to their functions, according how they have to eat their food, they have different kind of beaks, and these help them to do their daily routines. And further, you have the pictures as well for different beaks we have. Next, students, we are going to learn about the feet and claws of the birds. As we see in the footprints of the animals, now we are going to discuss about the feet and claws of the birds. Birds have different types of feet and claws depending on how they live, move, or get food. Each type helps them in a special way. Here are the types with examples. So, as the birds have different feet and claws, so they have a different environment, right? Some kind of birds they have to travel on the water, they have to stand directly in the water. So, for that kind of function, they need a different type of feet and claws. So, accordingly, their functions, they have different kind of structures in their body. So first we are going to discuss about the perching feet, and here we don't have a picture of perching feet. So let's discuss it. Three toes in front and one at the back to grip branches. So this like a structure you seen the okay. So they by doing that they can hold something. Okay. Strong claws to stretch the ground for seeds and insects. Sparrow, crow, and pigeon. So these are the very common feet we have, perching feet. So you can easily see while you see any kind of pigeon. Further, we have scratching feet, as the name suggests, scratching. Okay. So strong claws to scratch the ground for seeds and insects. Example, hen. Further, climbing trees. We have to climb. Okay. So two toes in front and two toes at the back for climbing trees. For example, woodpecker and parrot. So here we have the examples for perching feet we have in sparrow, and we have the scratching feet, and in woodpecker we have the climbing feet. Further we have the swimming feet. Those birds who have to do their function day to day, they have to go jobs in water basically. So they have swimming feet. So those birds who have their work profile in water, so they opt for the swimming feet. And web feet that help birds swim in water. Web means felawa, like this. Okay. So example, duck swim. So as you see here. Fifth, we have catching feet, talons, sharp curved claws to catch and hold prey. Example, eagle allowed. So this kind of feet we have to catch something directly. Okay. Now wading feet, long legs and spread out toes to walk in water without sinking. Example, crane, heron, stork. And here we have the examples of wading feet, where you have to see that there's a spread toes we have to walk in water easily without sinking. Okay. Now we have running feet. So here we have to run because we have in a job in police, right? So those birds who have their work profile in police, right, they have running feet. It's just a joke, students. You have to understand that they are using their feet for running basically. That is why they have running feet. And one of the examples we have in the ostrich. So strong long legs to run fast on land. Example, ostrich and emu. Now we are going to discuss about animals that live in and around water. So those animals who live in and nearby the water, we are going to discuss about them. So let's get started. Some animals live in water or near rivers, ponds, seas, and oceans. They have special body parts that help them swim, breathe, or stay safe in water. Fish have fins to swim and gills to breathe underwater. So, as you see this picture of fish, so they have gills and the fins. By doing that, not like this, they are wings. They have fins like this. Okay, this portion they have, and by movement of this, they can easily swim in the water. Then the gharial, a type of crocodile, has a long, narrow snout to catch fish. Further, turtles have a hard shell for protection and web feet to swim easily. Frogs can live both on land and in water. They have a smooth skin and a web feet. Crabs have a hard shells and claws. They walk sideways and live near water. Sea snakes have flat trails to swim and lungs to breathe the air, so they come to the surface often. So what you have to observe, students, here we have pictures of different animals who live in water and around them. So basically, what you observe, they have to go inside water as well. That is why they are living nearby the water. So accordingly, they have their feet. Accordingly, they have their body structures. As we discussed about the fish, which have gills to breathe in the water and fins to easily take movement inside the water. If we are talking about the turtles, so they have a hard call and the web like feet to easily swim in the water. So basically, they have those structures and those characteristics. By doing that, they can easily live in or live out of the water. Next, we have tiny animals, insects. So now we are going to discuss about those animals which are very small in size. Insects are tiny animals found all around us in gardens, near water, on trees, and even in our homes. Most insects have six legs, two antennae, and three body parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. Many insects also have wings to help them fly. Insects live in many places and have special features to help them survive. Some insects are useful like honeybees and butterflies, while others can be harmful like mosquitoes and houseflies. Now students, what you have to understand here, that when we say insect, so we have some common parts which are present in each and every insect. What are those? Those are their six legs, two antennae and three body parts. Those are head, thorax and abdomen. And further, we understand this, some kind of insects are helpful for us, but some kind of insects are not helpful for us. If we are talking about helpful, so those are your honeybees and butterfly. If we are talking about harmful, so those are your mosquitoes, your houseflies, cockroaches, etc. etc. Now we are going to discuss about some more example of insects. So first of all, we have insect. So first of all, we have ant, hard-working insect that live in colonies. Colonies means the place which is under the soil. Butterfly has colorful wings, drinks nectar from flowers. Then we have honeybee, makes honey and helps to pollinate flowers. Housefly spread germs by sitting on dirty things. They sit on potty and they travel from one food to another. Okay. Further, mosquito bites people and may spread disease. Then we have ladybird, helpful insect that eats plant pest. Cockroach found in kitchens, runs very fast and always do food poisoning like diseases. Beetle, hard outer shell found under leaves and soil. Grasshopper, the story we have read about the grasshopper, that's the same kind of grasshopper is this. Jumps far and makes chopping sounds. And these are the pictures we have for different insects. If you are talking about ant, butterfly, honeybee, housefly, ladybird, cockroach, beetle, and grasshoppers. And those are the insects which you see in your surroundings very often. Okay. Now, further we have praying mantis. Okay. When we say praying mantis, so looks like it's praying, catches their insects. So this kind of, they are like this kind of behavior, and they want to just catch their insect. Next, we have dragonfly, flies quickly, found near ponds and water. So you never seen dragon, right? But you can see dragonfly. So this kind of picture we have, and the name is just because of their wings, because dragonfly like that. Okay. Now insects may be small, but they are an important part of our environment. Observing them helps us learn more about them, about nature. So when we observe each and everything which is present in nature, so we learn a lot of things. If you're talking about butterfly, so have you seen it very carefully? You see so much design. So if you want to become in future a fashion designer, you can opt that thing. If you want to make a we have a hobby in weaving, so you can see a spider. So by doing and observing each and everything which is present in nature, so further it will be helpful for you. Now we have plant leaves and their diversity. Have you ever seen different kinds of leaves? Now discuss in detail. Plant leaves are one of the most important parts of a plant. They are useful and green, grow from the stem or branches. Leaves help the plant make food using air, water and sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. So when plants make their food with the help of the chlorophyll which is present in the leaf, that process with the help of the sunlight, water as well, that process is known as the photosynthesis process, where photo means light and synthesis means making process. Now, leaves vary in very shape, size, color, texture, aroma, and veins patterns. Lines on the leaf also called venation. This variety is called leaf of diversity. The diversity means a lot of things we have for related to the particular thing. So when we say leaves, so we have different sizes, different colors, different veins. So let's see them in detail. So observe the leaves. You have some leaves here. You have to observe these and observe their different parts around your home or school. And by doing that, you can make a list of like this also. Now we have Web of Life. So let's see Web of Life. This is not your web series, students. Hold up. Okay. This is something different. All living things, plants, animals, birds, insects, and humans are connected to each other in nature. This connection is called the web of life because each and every person is dependent upon each other. Plants give us food and oxygen. Animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Insects help pollinate flowers. Birds feed on insects. Humans depend on all these living things for food, air, and other needs. If one part of the web is harmed, it affects others too. That's why we must protect all living things to keep nature balanced and healthy. So you cannot say insects are not useful for us. You cannot say plants are not useful for us. Even you cannot say humans are not useful for us because each and everything which is present in nature is interlinked with each other and dependent on each other. So if each one is get hurt, so it means it will disbalance the process, the connection, the interlink process of the web. And when we dependent on each other, so that is referred as the web of life. So this is not your web series. Okay, further let's play web of life. So now we are going to play web of life, so you have to play this your own, so you can read out these things and you can play this game with your friends. Further we move forward, students, and this is the end of your chapter. I hope so by playing this web game, you will enjoy that game and you understand how we can dependent and how we are interlinked with each other. So students, now we're going to meet you in your next class. Till that, bye bye. Have a good day.